The ministry of helps is a special gift and a special calling. It's described in 1 Corinthians 12:28, and it's also discussed in Romans chapter 12, verse 7 as ministering, verse 8 as showing mercy, and verse 13 as distributing to the necessity of the saints, given to hospitality. My grandmother exemplified the gift of helps her entire life. She was financially poor, but she was constantly giving to others. She was a seamstress, and she sewed for many in our community and for surrounding communities and cities. She always charged a fair price, and if someone was poor, she would often cut her price in half, and sometimes she would not charge at all. And she would tell the person, "The Lord wants me to bless you. And later on, when you're able and doing better, you may be able to bless others. And that is the way the Lord would like this." Now, many in the community would bring her outgrown clothes or out of style clothes because they knew she did a lot of sewing, and she would change those clothes into a different style, and she would make clothes for our family or for children. She would use the material in quilts. She made many quilts and gave to many other people. She also did a lot of crafts and used little tiny pieces of material to make some of the most amazing craft projects that she was usually giving to others. She helped the church and her community in so many ways. She crocheted bookmarks for many Bibles. She was a great cook and did a lot of baking and gave baked goods to others. She was a skilled gardener and shared her produce. And there were so many things, it's just hard to even begin to describe all that she did her entire life to help others. She was a great Bible teacher of both children and adults. She loved the circle meetings, and we would have the circle meeting by rotation at our house, and it was always wonderful with grandmother teaching and, of course, great food. And other ladies in the church that wanted to host the circle meeting and do the food but just did not feel they were able to teach, grandmother would often teach and go to their house. They would, of course, have the circle meeting and the food, and grandmother would teach. In fact, several ladies, this was a routine. It was understood when they were having the circle meeting, grandmother would just routinely plan to teach for their meeting. Now, the Holy Spirit was so wonderful for grandmother with this gift of helps. He always gave her ideas and different ways to help other people because she had a heart to help others, and she wanted to help others. And the Holy Spirit was faithful to always show her ways to help others. Grandmother was always willing to do anything at church or in the community, no matter how small, no matter how large. She wanted to participate and help others. Now, there are other examples of gifts of help, and I feel that many churchgoers that do not charge to mow the lawn every week and do this routinely, I think this may be also the gift of helps. The church members who clean the church and never ask for payment and do this routinely every week, this is also the gift of helps. Many in the church are called to help widowers, disabled, elderly people, and many are called to help prisoners, and this is a special ministry, and I think also included as a gift of help. Now, if you are given the gift of helps by the Holy Spirit, there will be no burden, there will be no difficulty, because the Holy Spirit will make provisions for exactly what you need to do that He has called you to do. I do thank you for listening to my video, and I would encourage you that I have other videos on the Holy Spirit on YouTube, so please tune in or even join my YouTube channel, and God bless you.